As we go into the afternoon, well, here's some updated percentages for us here with those rain chances. Notice that our 10% chance has gone down even further for us to see some of that afternoon activity. But notice that those higher chances remain further off to the south and the southwestern portions of the state as we get into those afternoon hours. So what radar could look like as we do approach that afternoon time frame, we could start seeing some of those showers and storms blowing up, or at least bubbling up on radar over around that noon to even 1 o'clock hour. Again, most of that is going to favor those high terrain areas as well as the elevated areas in the southern portions of the state. Some spots around the Sacramento Mountains may see a little bit of some slower moving storms, as well as the southwest mountains as well. This is some newer model data that we've gotten into the Weather Center here, and it really does give that lack of seeing any activity for us here in the metro. But notice where we saw those higher chances for rain really favors where we might see that higher potential of flash flooding, a 1 out of 4 risk for portions to see or spots to see some of the locally higher totals for rain, leading to that potential of flash flooding. Not only that, but for us here in the metro, with the lack of rain and clouds, temperatures pretty warm out there today, 95 degrees, so a couple degrees warmer than what we saw just yesterday and even 2 days ago. That's because our heat high from last week has centered itself back over the northwestern portions of the state. Thankfully, it's not going to be as strong as what we saw last week, but it is going to be noticeably warmer out there today. Notice, though, by Thursday and even Friday, it slowly shifts further to the east as a low pressure system in the Pacific Northwest will at least aid in that pushing of that high pressure system. And by Friday, we'll start to see an uptick once again in that monsoonal moisture across the state. So as we get through the day today, again, some spots across the southern half of the state will have better chances than others. Silver City will definitely have, I think, one of the best chances of seeing some of that activity out there this afternoon. Roswell, really less than a 10% chance, if that, of seeing some of that afternoon activity. Not only that, but the northern side of the state will also mostly remain on that drier side as well. Farmington, full sunshine today, so high 95 degrees. We'll get a little bit of the better rain chances by Friday. Look at that, drops those temperatures down by about 6 degrees for that high on Friday. Across the North Mountains and even into Santa Fe, I think most spots are going to remain more dry today. Maybe a few pops of clouds to help shield you from that sun, but by the weekend, notice that we really bring those rain chances back up into the forecast. Across the metro, again today, I think chances are extremely low to see some of that activity out there on radar. Only a 10% chance at most of seeing a stray shower or storm by Friday, though. Don't forget that umbrella once you send the kiddos to school or when you go to work.